Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here on the LOTRO stream channel here on Twitch. And we are getting started with a few things. So let's see. First of all, I just logged in. So, but I popped in earlier to get the boxes. Wow, my inventory is a mess, isn't it? And I talked to Wenda, so I've already got my Wenda stuff today, so I should be doing well there. Yep, I am. And the Yule Festival has arrived. Yay! So we have an auto-bestowed quest here that is ready to advance because I have quests automatically accepted, those auto-bestowed quests. I have it so it automatically accepts those. So now it's ready to move to the step of finishing it. It says, visit the delightful land of Frostbluff, where all things winter and all things special are happening. Come quickly. So finishing now, and we have a map to Winterhome, and we also have a remote quest, which is to do the seasonal instances. Now, funny thing though is when you do the seasonal instances, this quest doesn't go away. It just kind of sticks around forever, so until the end of the festival. So there's that. Now, let's see. I did not earlier have my carryalls with me. I had left them on a different character, so I'm gonna snag these out of here. Just the crafting carryalls. I don't need the dye carryall with me today. And we're gonna slurp up some of the stuff that's sitting here in my inventory. Hopefully. Just a few things. Not a lot. Okay, well, looks like I need to get rid of some stuff here. Let's see. Maybe I'll go to my shared storage. Yeah, that's interesting. I did not hear you. Thank you. I will do that. I think I'm just going to give you basically all the scrolls I have. Don't think I need these. I think most of these I probably have, or I have other bundles of them of the same level. Now, I know we have stacks of scrolls in one of the kin houses. I think it's in Grandmother's house. So if we want to just stack some of these unopened scroll cases. Oh, okay, there we go. So we'll slide that over. And what else do I have? I have sparkly metal type things. I don't carry the metals. I give that all over to Affidel, and Affidel manages all the trinkets and medals and all of that stuff. The jewels, the rock salts. Yeah, it's nice that when we're able to like divide and conquer here. But really what I've been doing is one of my characters is still working on Jeweler, the Jeweler guild. And so I've been out farming some chunks of gold ore there for her, to be able to then turn into things. Okay, I'll deal with the rest of that later. That's a great start. Thank you so much. So what's happening right now? So the Yule Festival is on. And when you get your Hobbit gifts, and let's see, Hobbit presents, so every day, so notice that the background of the Hobbit presents thing is all pretty now. It's all like red and it's got the snowflakes going on and stuff. It's very cool. So every day when you get the silver present, that's a daily present. Everybody gets that, right? So you might find something Yule Festival related in there. And then once a week for the VIP players, there is the gold present. And when you open that, there is the possibility of getting an even nicer Yule gift. And so Affidel here was double lucky today and got a Yule gift in both of her boxes. So one of them included a gift selection box by which they were able to pick out this pony that is carrying presents. It's so cute. Little little ribbons in its hair and everything. So it's a little present-bearing pony. It's a pet pony. So that is too cute. And then they also got the cozy Yule goat kid. So it's a goat kid and it's got a little sweater on. So isn't that just so cute? So cute. Oops, looks like my closed captioning is gone off again. Let me fix that. All right, let's try that again. So you should be able to see closed captioning in the bottom corner over on that side of the screen. So there should be like a little box with a little CC in it. And so if you would like closed captions to be able to read along while I say things, I think it's a slight delay. And also, of course, it struggles sometimes with, getting the words correct, but most of the time it's useful enough. So it's pretty awesome. And you can change the color of the closed captions. You can change the background of the closed captions. So yeah, there's some very amusing humor as well. So yeah. Now, a change that happened, which was potentially not expected, was usually that side of the hillside is covered in task boards. And Wenda has been kind of chilling out over there by those task boards, right? So she has moved over here. So she's not too far from the far-ranging stable master here in the neighborhood. But the task boards are currently over here by the Homestead Provisions, the main building in the center of the town. So all three of the boxes are still here, but they've been combined. You'll see that there's different levels. So you got task levels 0 through 10, 11 through 20, 21 through 30, 31 through 40, and 41 through 50 on the first board, and then the next grouping on the second board, and then the highest grouping on that final board. So that was perhaps not intentional. It was a kind of a midpoint, and their plan was to continue working on it. So it's kind of funny that it's like, here it is. Ta-da! So that's how your task boards are right now, but it will be changing again over the next, number of, they're going to keep iterating it. It's going to keep changing slightly. So for example, this one where the board is invisible, or non-existent actually, they're just floating in air. You can't even jump on it. Like, it's just not there. That will be fixed, I think, in the patch next week. Scenario posted something on the forums about this. So it's kind of fun. Yeah, Scenario is going to be having some fun probably this week trying to fix that, I would expect. But that is one of the changes that you will see this week if you are running around in your neighborhood, is that Wenda Cranesville has moved and the task boards have moved. So there we go. Yep, see, exactly. Hobbits are great at being stealthy, so why not have a task board in a Hobbit neighborhood also being stealthy? Seems totally legit. All right, so I think we should go check out the festival. Want to go check out the festival? Yeah. Oh yeah, we could get on elks. Elks are good for winter festivals. There we go. Oh, hey, I see a bear. It's somebody from a different kin. Well, hello, person from a different kin. Oh, that reminds me, I don't think I've picked up my boxes yet today. So let me pop over here to the ingredient crates. That is always important because I love these universal crafting ingredients. They are so useful, especially when I'm making stuff for myself or for other members in my account on this same server. I can make things using those universal ingredients and I don't have to use up other ingredients. So that's pretty dang neat. Okay, so we're gonna go, I think we can get to Winterhome by Bree. Yes, we do have a map. But I'm gonna go to Bree. So we're gonna try it that way first. So, because I wanna show you if you are trying to get to Winterhome, let's make sure we know how to get there. So, of course, it's been a year since we've done the Yule Festival, so I may have to take a minute or two to remember a few things. I should have gone back and reviewed my video, which I have a link to. Hold on just a moment. So I have a playlist of 2 videos from last year where I did a walkthrough for the Yule Festival. So if you are looking to figure out how to do these things, that is a great place to start. Okay, so we have, yes, I thought we might. So we have our regular stable master here, and then we have next to him, kind of doing a hard lean there, our festival announcer, stable master, who then gives us the Winterhome Swift Travel for free. So one of the things I like about this festival, there's a lot of things I like about this festival. One of the many things is that, so the Bree Festival guy there sends you off to Winterhome, right? So we're gonna Take a look at that. And there is a stable master in Winterhome, and he's going to drop us off not too far from him here. Ta-da! And then this stable master, she's right here. So let's go say hi. Hello. Yes, that's true. She also has a quest. We'll go ahead and pick that up. But she has a show me your travel destinations, and she has these 4 travel destinations, which you might recognize as those starter area. So West Bree, Callandim, Thorin's Gate, and Mickledelving. So what's really cool is if you are maybe, an early level and you don't have travel back and forth between all of these places, this is a great place to do this. If you can get to any one of them, you can just use the travel, come to Winterhome, use the travel to take you to one of the others. It's an extra step, but it's worth it. It's very convenient. Okay, so let's get us started. So let's see, we picked up a quest from the festival announcer, but that's kind of like a side quest. That's a go run all over the place and do a bunch of things. We'll come back to that in a future stream. But Verbena Greenhand, let's have a chat with her. She is the Yule Festivity Token Vendor. And, she has a seasonal instance for us to do, a seasonal quest called Storvagun's Riches. Let's take a look at that. That one's, I think, new to me. Or I haven't done this before, I don't think. She says, hello there, how are you enjoying the Yule Festival? Well, we just got here. She says, there's plenty of food and a bit of theater, how grand. I wonder though, I heard a curious tale from one of the patrons of Winterhome. Have you heard it as well? No? We just got here. She says, well, it goes that there was once a greedy old giant named Storvagun who lived above Helgrod. He was so greedy that he decided to speak for all of his friends and make a deal with some nasty men in the north. Even worse, all of his friends went along with it except for one. That one, Arafael, was a better sort of giant, a friendly giant. So Arafael found some new friends and sent them to stop old Storvagun from being so selfish. And they took all of his treasure. Do saying that out loud, I think I have forgotten the lesson of this tale, but I'm certain there is one. Anyway, rumor has it that old Storvagun returns to count his riches atop Helgrod during the Yule Festival. I'm not sure I believe it, but if it were true, I bet a brave adventurer like you could snatch a few coins out from under his nose. I'd make it worth your while, but if you go looking for his gold, don't blame me if you find him too. So if we were to complete this, which is to collect vile gold coins from Storvagun, it would give us a tracery reclamation scroll, which we aren't using yet because I'm on Treebeard. But some optional crafting ingredients, those are nice. A box of the treasure tokens, Figments of Splendor, 400 Figments of Splendor, I'm a fan of those, and 1,000 Virtue Experience, so that is also nice too. We'll go ahead and accept that. I'm going to try and keep my quest log available for festival stuff. Hello, Just a Horse. Nay to you as well. Or yay. Not to nay, haha. Okay, but we're gonna come down here and talk to Mara. If I can recall correctly, she's kind of where we kick things off. Yes, here we go. A Fortune of Festive Spirit. So let's talk to her. She says, welcome to Frostbluff, my friend. If you're here for the Yule Festival, I am. She says, I'd recommend you get into the spirit of the season and participate in many of our fun Yule activities. Hang on, speaking of festival, let me drop this in here if I can. Oh, I'm having trouble with the copying and pasting. Festive Owl. Okay, there we go. So, Fyro Jedi has a guide to almost every festival. I think every festival, and then he just updates it every year. So now that the festival is live, he'll be able to go in and update for any new costume, all the new stuff that we're gonna get during this festival. So, let's see what this says. So, we're going to get into the spirit of the Yule Festival, and she says if you're not here for the Yule Festival, maybe you should be. Festive folks that participate in many of our activities and show their true holiday spirit might just earn themselves some wonderful gifts. Okay, so when we complete this, so we will need to complete a Festive Flurry introduction, and when we do, we'll get some Figments of Splendor, Reclamation Scroll part, some Yule Festival tokens, 5 of those, and another universal optional crafting ingredient. So we're going to accept that. And what she's probably going to do, though, is she's got another quest for us in the spirit of Yule. I'm not surprised, because what usually happens in these festivals is you'll have a quest that you can pick up that says, hey, go do stuff at this festival, do so many activities in the festival, and then come back to me and I will give you some festival tokens. So that's what this quest is here. And this one's called In the Spirit of Yule. So this is our daily wrapper. She says there's plenty to do around Frostbluff. Explore the town and show us your holiday spirit. It's a bit chilly, but I'm sure you'll find warm company all around. And so this is a quest I have never completed. So as I mentioned, we're here on the Treebeard server. The Treebeard is a legendary server, and the server just started this summer. So Yule Festival, this is the first time Yule Festival has even happened on this server. So that's why we're gonna run into a lot of quests that we haven't done before, and that's why I have not unlocked any of this festival yet. So already you can see we're kind of starting to stack up a little bit on our festival quests. So the Spirit of Yule, that is, remember, our daily wrapper. So I like to pick this up every day, and I like to go and do as many as it says. So in this case, it's 10. So I like to go and do 10 activities, and it says in Frostbluff, so it counts all of this stuff around here. And then I turn it back in, and I get 5 tokens for that every day that I'm going to do that. Cool thing here with this then is a festive flurry. If we do that daily wrapper, that In the Spirit of Yule daily wrapper, if we do that 4 times, that's going to complete this festive flurry intro, and that's going to give us a whole bunch of good stuff. When we complete the festive flurry intro, that also completes a Fortune of Festive Spirit, which also gives us a bunch of cool stuff. So we get all these cool wrappers to give us more and more and more stuff. It's good things. We like it. Okay, so what all can we do around here? Well, I do recall that yes. All right, we have to go and talk to a bunch of people. So when you first arrive at the festival and you haven't done it before, they're gonna do what I can kind of consider your introduction quest, which is kind of like your orientation to the festival. You know, go over here, talk to this person, find out what you can do with them. Go over here, talk to this person, find out what they can do. So that's what we're about to do here. So we start off here with Guard Kember, and he says, hello there, new to the Frostbluff, are you? Well, you've come at the finest time of year. I hope you behave yourself or else you'll be hearing from me. He says, I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time though. The mayor employs me to see to it that everyone keeps the peace, so you patrons can have the best possible experience during Yule. You should begin by speaking to Ona Kay, who runs the eating contest. All good celebrations should start with a full belly of delicious food. All right, well, I mean, I don't disagree, I'm a hobbit. Now, I'm running around in my adventuring clothes, and as cold as it is here, I mean, adventuring clothes are good, but I feel like maybe we should dress up a little bit. So let's see. That's too scary. That's still a bit pointy. That's not bad. Should we go with, that's not a bad one. We might do that one. Maybe if we didn't do the hat. That's kind of nice. Let's go with this one for the moment and see how that looks. All right, we'll start with that, but I feel like she's missing like head adornment. So hang on, let me grab something for her hair. So we're gonna go into the wardrobe. I feel like she needs, you know, a little something spiffy up the head here. So let's see, outfit and head. All right, what we got? The circlet of entwining blossoms. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It looks like something you might wear in the wintertime versus something you might wear in the summertime. Like summertime, I would think you would go with like the flowers and the stuff that blooms, right? But there we go. All right, now we're a little more fancy. Not wearing gloves, but I think we'll be okay. We look a little bit more like we fit in, right? In this fancy schmancy festival that we're doing. All right, so let's walk over here and talk to Ona Kay. So Ona, she has a couple of things, and you can like, how does the eating contest work? And she'll kind of give you some explanation that. You can also, you know, tell me about the rewards, and she'll give you an explanation of that. So I'm not too worried about that, but what I want to do is I want to talk to her and continue this Yule Celebration of Winter Home introduction quest. So what did she say? She says, good day to you. I'm Ona, the announcer for the first station at the eating contest. There are many more stations, of course, there's 5 in total, and I hope you'll be able to visit all of them before you get too full. What is a festival without wonderfully excessive amounts of food? I doubt you will find a bigger feast anywhere in Middle-earth than here in Winterhome. You should speak next to the mayor. The festival is here thanks to his efforts, and he wishes to greet all of his guests personally. Seems like it's a lot about the mayor here, isn't it? Well, let's go meet him. Let's go see what he has to say. I happen to know that he's down these stairs. So he's chilling out here in the bottom of these stairs. So where we are is in Winterhome here. Let me get rid of this little box. So we're in Winterhome, which is the town in the area of Frostbluff. So it's the Frostbluff map, and we're in Winterhome, which is the town here. And so you'll see it kind of makes like a bit of a circle in the town. So we're going to just kind of make our way around to various parts of this town. And occasionally they're going to send us out to go talk to people. For example, there's a snowball fight area down here in the bottom. And so we're going to go talk to the announcer that gets that part going. And let's see, there's some chickens over here, and there's some trees over here, the grumpwood. There's some snow beasts over in this area. So there's, and there's some mushrooms over that tent. So, we gotta check out the mushrooms at some point. But we're gonna spend most of our time doing quests here in Winterhome, and then they'll send us out to do other things. So just to kind of give you some bearings, perhaps, as to where we are in town. All right, so here's the mayor. And he says, "Hail, traveling hunter, welcome, welcome, and pray tell all your friends to come visit as well. We have spared no expense for this Yule Festival. I am Winston Goodenough, the mayor of this town. Please stay as long as you like, try everything, taste everything. Why don't you go take a look at all the events? Come back and see me when you have explored." And then the wife wants to have a chat with us as well. So we are welcomed with open arms. All right, so the mayor's wife, what does she have to say? She says, "Greetings, greetings. You are most welcome here, to be sure. I am Carolyn Goodenough, and my husband and I are very thrilled to have so many interested patrons and patronesses here at our Yule celebration this year. I'll not take up any more of your time. You should continue your tour around our beautiful town." So she doesn't necessarily tell us where to head to, but it says, "Speak with someone from Winterhome to continue your tour." Well, I'll bet we'll find somebody nearby. Perhaps over by this set of stairs. Aha, I was correct. So here's Mabel Mitford. And what does she say? She says, "Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I'm only a servant. The mayor surely doesn't need you to talk to me." She says, "I'll not take up any more of your time, but perhaps you'd like to see the games we have to offer. It's a bit of a walk, but you should go talk to Cecil Voller, the host of the snowball fight. Cecil is a ways north of the town, but I've heard that the snowball fights are well worth the trip." Okie dokie. So we will head that way. So we can go out of town 2 different ways. 3 different ways. Sure. There's an exit if you continue the direction we were going and you end up making a U-turn and come out. I can go back up the stairs and go out the way I came. Or there's a wall here and you can jump over it. So I suppose we could go over here. So by these tables. So you notice there's some tables here with some little adornment. So we can go that way, and we can also go right by the little ice sculptures. Oops, unless I get stuck in a tree. Hang on. There we go. I made it out. You want to take us down to Cecil Voller? Fantastic. So we are heading down the hill. Now we're passing by where there's some snowmen being crafted, so that's kind of fun. But we can't talk to that guy yet. He doesn't want to talk to us yet. So we're gonna keep going down. Let me zoom out a little bit, perhaps. We're gonna head on down. Here's the snowball field. And we're gonna check in with Cecil Voller over here, who is the announcer. Now there's a deed or 2. There are deeds for this festival, and one of them, at least one of them, involves the snowball fight stuff. So you'll want to keep an eye on that. He says, "Hello. I see you've trekked down to the snowball field during your tour of our town. This is where folks come to throw freezing missiles at one another. I hope you'll come back when you're finished your tour. The mayor is most particular about all patrons seeing all there is to see before they get distracted." Okay. Again, this mayor seems a little controlling, huh? Not sure about this guy. All right. So we'll be back. We're going to continue our tour, and our quest now says that we should go speak to the Hobbit announcer about the theater event. So the theater event is fantastic. There's a little play that's being put on. There's a theater here in town, and it's run by the Hobbits. And we've just missed the town though. Are you going around a different way? Okay. Awesome. So we're back at the front where we came in at the very beginning. And so now we're gonna zoom in through town. So where we need to get to is kind of on the interior in here. So you have to either go around and come, you have to go basically into the middle of town and cut around the buildings, go around the buildings. So I'll show you. So for example, we go here, there's a little alleyway there with a bunch of workers. Wonder what's going on over there. But if we continue to follow the path, we end up over here at the Hobbit Globe, which Shakespeare had the Globe Theater, so it's kind of funny. But this particular globe, let me see if I can get a little closer to her. I do not have permission to do that. I'm pretty sure I do. Trying to talk to the Hobbit. There we go. What is the globe? The globe is the Green Lily orators, bards, and entertainers. Mr. Shakespeare put together an acting company to amuse his customers, and people liked it so much he's taken it on the road out here to Winterhome. So, all right, so what does she want to tell us? The Yule celebration of Winterhome. Tell us. Oh, and I should make sure that my remote quest is accepted. Okay. Oh, participate in a Yule Festival activity in Frostbluff. Well, we are on it. All right, so she says, hello, are you interested in the theater? We have quite a show that we're putting on this Yule, and we've traveled all the way from the Shire. Make sure you come back and see the show when you're finished with your tour of town. I know you won't be disappointed. Well, I'm the last stop on your tour. You should return to the mayor. Do come back to see our wonderful show. Okay, but it says your tour has finished, but there is more of the town to be seen ahead. So yeah, I feel like there's this corner over here that he definitely did not send us to. So I'm gonna go and check it out. Well, look at that. There's a ring over here. Hey, Gareth Rust. What do you have to say? He says, oh, what do you want, oh reverend patron? Have you come to show off your silver and gold and your fat belly? Well, show away. We earn our meager bread while you stuff your faces and play in the snow. You are not welcome in Winterhome, not to all of its residents. We slave so that the mayor can be rich and so that he can throw marvelous parties for you all. Be gone. We are not welcome among you, and you are not welcome among us. So, there we go. The downtrodden. The workers here seem bitter cold, and their faces show of hunger. So daily utterage is over here, not too far. And he says, oh, please, pardon my friend. It is a hard winter, and there is less money and bread to go around than usual. But that is no cause to be uncivil to the guests of our town, of this town. Life can be cruel here, as you can plainly see, but I count myself among the lucky. Those who cannot work go even colder and hungrier than we. I am sure you are more welcome among us than Gareth implied. We are a friendly folk. You are welcome to visit any time you wish. I hope you enjoy your time in our little town. All right, so you should now return to the mayor, for you have seen more of Winterhome than intended. So it sounds like he was trying to kind of keep the hardworking folks tucked away out of our sight and just show us the pretty, pretty festival. Well, we have seen it all. Our eyes are open. All right, Winston. He says, so you've seen all of the events. We have a wonderful little town, do we not? Perfectly suited for all your festival needs. You don't need to waste any more time talking to me. Go, enjoy, eat, play, watch theater. So we finished that, and that gives us 2 tokens. And that is 1 quest that we have finished today. So now you'll notice the mayor's wife just had something that popped up. So we're going to check in with her real quick. She says, hello again. I hope you enjoyed that short tour of our fine town and all of the festivities we have to offer this year. We're so happy to have you here, and we're always looking for ways to make our celebration even more exciting. She says Virgil Greenfield is working hard to bring a little more Yule cheer to Winterhome in the form of snowmen. There's certainly enough snow for every one of our patrons, so why don't you take a quick walk out there? You can make your very own snowman, and I'm sure Virgil would love the help. All right, so we will accept that quest and we'll go chat with her. So, her quest, which is yes means snow. Oh, I'm supposed to look up. Hang on. Somebody's eating here, I think, or cleaning. There we go. She's on top of the ice sculpture. Very nice, very nice. So now we did one quest, and I don't know if you noticed, we had a auto pop-up come up that allows us to go up and talk to Mara Sandy Downs. So we're going to check in with her real quick. And she says, the Yule Festival Daily. Well done, friend. Come and sit by the fire a moment. You have earned the sack of presents for all your hard work today. Come back tomorrow and we shall have more gifts for you. So we finished that off and we have now a little sack of presents. And when we open it, it gives us 6 Yule tokens. Not bad. Oh, Affodil got 300 marks. So it is one of those kind of random gift kind of things, but it's not as good as like the Hobbit gifts that are in the boxes, but it's still pretty good. Now she has another quest. What does she have for us? A mission to bring good cheer. Ah, right. Complete a mission. She says, we love that you've come to visit Frostbluff, but there's more to Yule than this lovely little town. Why don't you bring some Yule cheer to folks in need of aid across Middle Earth? So if we were to complete a mission, any mission of our choice, then we come back to her and that'll give us 5 Yule Festival tokens. So this is a great way to start stocking up on, you know, all the tokens that you might want to use to go buy things. Okay, so what does Guard Kimber want here?
I do not ask
The abominable snow beast. He says, greetings. I see you have been enjoying the many offerings of Winterhome this season. For my part, I've striven to keep the peace both inside and outside of town. I'll spare you a long tale. Mayor Goodenough has tasked me with driving out a family of snow beasts that have lingered since Winterhome was founded. The beasts move further away each winter. Personally, I think they hate all the noise and cheer. You've had your share of merriment, have you not? We just got here. Why don't you head out there and bring some of your own variety of Yule cheer to these beasts? If you can drive them off, I think we'll all feel safer, I suppose. So what that is basically we have started now picking up the quests that are available to us every day. So that is one of the daily quests that we can do, is to go bring cheer to the snow beasts. And so can you see? No, okay. Around town, there are a bunch of rings that have now popped up. So since we finished the Mayor Goodenough thing. But first I want to pop over here because, well, actually this guy's kind of busy. Yeah. I'll mention that in a second. So there's a whole bunch of things that you can buy from these 2 fellows over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk to Jeffrey Bloomer here. Hey, Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Oops. Oopsie. There we go. So browse the shop. Is that right?
How can I be of
Nate,
service?
the other one. I always get those mixed up. Barter items. There we go. So as you start to collect those tokens, and already I have 12. We just got here, right? You can use them to get things like, there's some consumables you can do, but then there's some fantastic cosmetics that are in here. So he's got, I think, some of the older things, some gift boxes, some housing maps. Oh, the maps that you put on your walls for the deed. Housing decoration. Ooh, I wonder, does he have the stage that's behind him? He has the snowball arena. That one's fun. Yes, and the theater stage. Okay, so I'll be buying some furniture from him later on. So I think it's the other guy, Alex Gray there, who might have the new stuff.
Hello there.
Let's see, does it say? So new rewards. So there we've got a wreath of Shire holly, a candlelit wreath of Shire holly. We've got a Shire holly steed, fantastic. And then we've got the war steed bits you can put on it. Tome of the Yule Princess Bunny, I'm curious about that. A blue winter celebration banner and a purple winter celebration banner. Oh, because I think we had other colors of that before. Maybe blue and purple are new this year. Cloak of Shire holly. Ooh, let's take a look. Now the cosmetics we can actually try on. If I push the right buttons, there we go. All right, let's turn you around. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's very cute. I like it. I like it. All right, and let's see, the Shire Holly Crown. Not bad. And the mantle, okay, not surprised. Oh, here we go. That is the, what, the raiments? The garments. So that's your trouser version. And let's see, the gown. Whoa, look at that. It has a lot of the similar outline, the same silhouette as the gown from last year's Harvest Festival, Harvest Math. And that was a fantastic set of cosmetics. So that's nice. I like that. I like that. Okay, so what else we got? We got a Yule Candle. Is that a carrying item? Ah, it's a hand item. Yeah. What does that look like? Ah, cute. It's just like a candle in a candlestick, and you're carrying it. I wonder if it lights up. Okay, so that's our new rewards for this year. I'm looking forward to getting those outfits. That's gonna be great. So yeah, I'll be out here grinding this festival. No problem. I didn't get started until just now. Like, you are joining me for the very first thing. Oh, so deeds. So many deeds are gonna pop up for you. So right now, the very first thing you have is the more the merrier. And this is complete quests in Winter Home to unlock unique rewards, right? So so we do 120 quests in Winter Home. So 120, it might take a few days. You're gonna get 2 golden festival tokens, and you'll get the Yule Festival frame. I think I usually get that like towards the end of the festival with new characters. It takes a little while to get it. Okay, so cool stuff here that we will be back for later. Oops, I am doing things unintentionally. Hold on a second. Oh, hey. Hello, hello. You might have to go fast because you have an appointment with a friend. You started playing LOTRO again for the first time since Mordor. Well, welcome back. It is definitely a good time to get in. Like, there's just so much going on in the game. It's fantastic. So I'm on the Treebeard server, which I mentioned is a legendary server. Yes, the free quests code. I'm so glad you got in on that, because that just opened up so much for you. That's going to just make it awesome for you. I'm playing on a server which currently has a level cap of 50. So we are still in that first, very, very, very first expansion, Shadows of Angmar. So that's really fun. So basically, all of the, oh, I can't get out to the bigger? Oh, how funny. Because I'm probably out here, I can't, okay, I'm basically, it's not an instance, but it kind of is. It's not out in the landscape. You can't get here from the landscape. So if you were to commit to a legendary server, you would choose, I love Treebeard's pace. I really do. So if for anybody who's here who doesn't know what we're talking about, when you're playing on a server, on a regular server, you're getting, experience. You're getting 100% of the experience that can happen. Like you take out something, it gives you, 100 experience, 50 experience, whatever it gives you, right? On the legendary servers, 2 out of the 3 of them, there's 3 legendary servers now, 2 out of the 3 of them, you get less experience than normal, which is great because it allows you to spend more time just going through the content because you don't level past it so quickly, which is really, really nice because, like, for myself and my partner Affidel over there, we really enjoy going and doing like every quest or doing every deed and doing all the Slayer deeds and all the exploration deeds and the other deeds that are in the area. We really enjoy doing all of that. And it's a lot more fun to do those when you're on around the same level of those things. So we're really enjoying that. So Anor, which is so Anor and Ithil were legendary servers, and they've actually closed Ithil. Oh, can you pop the code or the link for Ithil in there? It's like bang Ithil. So they closed Ithil. Ithil was kind of an overflow server, and they went ahead and closed that. So Anor is still there, and they're going at 60% of pace. So instead of 100%, you get 60%, right? So on Treebeard here, we're getting 40%. So we're going even slower than Anor, which is great because I was on Anor and I was really enjoying it, but they were going so fast. Like they were getting the next expansion about every 4 months, and I just was like, I can't get to cap, and I can't keep reaching cap, right? So, so I'm really enjoying being here on Treebeard because we got in at the beginning, which was like 5 months ago, and we are now level 50, so we're at the server cap, and we're doing some of that server cap stuff, which has been great. Ethlossoth, good evening to you as well. Hello. So Tharindo says, I really love skirmishes, but I can't find the time for them experience-wise. The Turtle Stone experience cancel thing, is that still a thing? Yes. Yes, the Turtle Stone, absolutely. The Stone of the Tortoise, I believe is the technical term for it. Let me see, I think I have it in my vault. I think I actually took it out of my inventory. So yeah, there it is. So I still have my Stone of the Tortoise, and it disables all experience you get from monster kills and from quest completion. So basically, you stop gaining experience. It's like 100 LOTRO points, and you could get 100 LOTRO points just by doing like, half the deeds in the Shire, and you'd have enough LOTRO points to get it. So you don't even have to spend real life money if you don't want to. Yes, best pet rock ever. That's awesome. So we did end up turtle stoning for a while because we did all of the elf intro, like prologue quests over in Eredluin, and then we also went and did the dwarf ones and got to the point where their storylines meet up, and then we finished that. And we also did the Hobbit prologue and finished that, and then we also did the dwarf prologue. Dwarf, elf, human. We did the human prologue and finished that off. So that's a lot of quests, and that's a lot of experience. And so we yes, we did definitely turtle stone, and we've turtle stoned at various points because there's so much to do in Bree. It's really easy, Bree land. It's really easy to overlevel there as well. Yeah, only 100. I'm pretty sure it's 100. That's a writing trait too. Oh my gosh, you have to get journeyman writing. Journeyman writing is the best. We'll come back to that in here in a second. Okay, legendary servers are a must-have subs, right? Yes, you must be a subscriber of some sort to be able to play on the legendary server. So like I do the VIP subscription. I like do a year of VIP at a time, and yeah, that's just what works for me. I think also lifetime subscription works as well. Yeah. Yep, current or lifetime VIP, exactly, to legendary server. But the regular servers are free to play. Anybody can play. You don't need to worry about it. Okay, so what were we going to talk about? Oh, writing trait. Oh, yeah. Okay, so in December, SSG here in the game, they're doing weekly sales that are above and beyond like their normal weekly sales. So I'll pull that up, but you know what? I'm just going to go in the Discord because I have it better in there. We have Discord for our kinship, and it just I paste all the information in there to make it easy to find things. Okay, so let me go into my announcements. Okay, so for example, the regular sale this week is the Friends of Radagast, which is this one here. So 20% off select pets, kites, and housing items. And yeah, oh yeah, there's a mount in there that I was actually kind of interested in. Anyway, and then there's also a weekly coupon. So for example, this week the coupon is currently fulfilled, and you get free 5 rejuvenation potions. So you put that into the redeem code spot over on there, and you get that. So that's like the normal sales stuff. But they're also doing different weekly Yule sales. So this week the Yule sales are this one. And so it's 75% off the Keepsakes of the Grey Mountains bundle, which includes your last cosmetics spot. So let me pull up my character. Oops. Here we go. So, what? Oh, did I type in there? Oh, okay. Hang on. Cosmetic outfits, you have slots, and you get the first 2 for free, and then you have to open up each of the additional ones. And the last one is called, this last one has a name, like the Grey Mountains bundle. So it opens up the Grey Mountains cosmetic outfit slot. That's outfit slot number 8. But if you've already done that, like I did, I went ahead and paid for it when they were on sale. They were on sale for like 75% off. I'm like, heck yeah, I need more outfit slots. But anyway, so this bundle is 75% off, 50% off High Elf if you don't have that already, and 35% off tracery reclamation scrolls. So some really big deals on those. I would expect journeyman writing might come up for sale this month. So I would highly suggest you save some LOTRO points and keep an eye out for that, because when that goes on sale, it is, I mean, it's worth it when it's even not on sale. But when it goes on sale, it's like, it's a gimme. Like it's yeah, it's a no-brainer. You should get it. Because it gives you writing from, yeah, it's account wide, as Thurndo says. Yep. So you get, as soon as you become level 5 and you're out of the intro, so you have the novice trait, you can go ahead and consume that scroll, and that gives you the writing ability. So you can be writing from level 5. It's so good. Crafting carryalls, no. The crafting carryalls are not on sale, but they are for sale. They're available. The task carryalls, they're on sale? The crafting carryalls are on sale? What? Okay, hold on. Crafting carryalls are 50%. Oh, 17,000 LOTRO points? Yeah, okay, so like I had some money and they were doing double bonus big points, and so I stocked up for reasons like this. Okay, so hold on. So the carryalls are a fantastic thing, and Florindos, if you haven't seen these, they are fantastic. So it's basically, like, I love the large crafting carryall. Oh, it's on sale for 50% off. When did this happen? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I know, right? How many of these am I buying? Oh, we need to put this in the announcements in the Discord. Can you do that? Make sure people know about this. So Thursdays are when one set of sales ends and the next week of sales begins. And so sometimes during my stream, we have the overlap. So I don't know if these are just coming on, because I did check before and I did not see them on sale. So that might be just the new thing. Yeah. Ho, 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 ho. So you bought up to 5 outfit slots and you still swap them with wardrobe. Yep. Wardrobe is a lifesaver. So good. So anyway, during December, they're going to have a lot of things on sale that you're going to be like, oh, I need that. Oh, I need that. Oh, I need that. So now is a great time to go do a bunch of deeds and get a lot of LOTRO points, because you're going to want to spend them, because, oh my gosh. So I have 2 large crafting carryalls and 1 small crafting carryall on this server because I bought the Gundabad expansion and logged in on here first, so that way I would get those carryalls on this server on purpose. Like, I did that on purpose. So, okay, but there are other kinds of carryalls. So the crafting carryall can hold all your crafting materials. So a bunch of that stuff that I was handing over to Affodil earlier, like the metals, but then also, oh, I can show you my crafting carryalls. Come hither, young carryall. Okay, let me get rid of that because I'm going to type in there by mistake and I don't mean to do that. So for example, this is where I have shoved most of my scholarly stuff. So I've got, you know, like the dye materials, the juicy elderberries, the juicy blackberries. I've been doing a lot of farming. Copper salts, indigo plants, worn tablet fragments. So all of those things that you can use, like in your, as a crafter, those are the things that can go in your crafting carryall. Kind of fits the name, right? So like, I'm a forester, I'm a tailor, you know, so all the things that I would need to make this sort of stuff. So like the brushed leathers, the pristine leathers, and even the bolts of silk cloth that I have to buy from the vendor, even that can go into it. Yeah, it is basically a bag of holding. It absolutely, it's a bag of holding that has a specific category. So the crafting carryall can hold all of the crafting materials. Now, it has a limit. Each of the stacks in the large crafting carryall, and this is, I talk about the large the most because it's the best bang for the buck, absolutely. You can have up to 50 different types of things in there. So like a stack of juicy elderberries, a stack of juicy blackberries, etc. So I can have 50 different things. And each of those stacks can go up to 5,000. So like literally I have a stack of 5,000 juicy blackberries here. It's a little ridiculous, but I do. So as you're out in the world and collecting things and whatnot, what I do is I will, on my main character here, I will carry this carry-all with me, and notice I have the auto checked because that will auto collect. Now my bag is at capacity, it's at 50 out of the 50 items, so if I pick up something that is one of these 50 items, it'll just throw it into the bag, into the stack. Perfect. So that way I don't end up with things mixing because my bags are full. When you come in, when you have like a half empty bag and you have it on auto collect, it'll just go ahead and collect every type of crafting thing you can pick up. So just be prepared for that if you're trying to sort in various ways. Okay, so and then the cool thing here is you can sort by quantity. So if you're like, well, what do I have a little bit of? What do I need to go get more of? That kind of thing. You can look at it that way. You can also sort by description, which is alphabetical. It sorts it by name. So that's kind of convenient too. You also have the search button at the top. So if I'm like, what tablets do I have? Oh, okay, there we go. Worn tablets right there. I have 500, blah, blah, blah. So, oh my gosh, why do I have tater crops in here? That's hilarious. Okay, we got to deal with that at some point. Anyway, so that is the crafting carry-all. You wish they could be sorted by crafting tier? I know, right? There's so many different ways they could sort this. That would be fantastic. Another thing that has come up, and I'm just going to go ahead and bring it up right now, is you'll notice that this crafting carry-all looks identical to this crafting carry-all. There's no way to differentiate between them. So, maybe my scholar just needs one of them. They don't need both of them, but yet I have to take both of them out because I don't know which one has my scholar mats because they look identical from the outside. You can't number them, you can't name them, you can't stick a letter on them, you can't change like the color of the bag, like they're identical at this point. But you'll notice that they have like this little hammer on them. So that differentiates it from other kinds of carry-alls. For example, for the Gundabad expansion, they came out with a new type of carry-all, which is the die carry-all. And that was another reason why I got Gundabad, because hello, I love dies. So there's the die carry-all, and so they added a little icon at the top that looks like a little die pot, which is fantastic. I'm really happy about that. There's other carry-alls. There's a task carry-all that was available for sale like a year ago or something, so we don't have them on this server yet. We keep waiting. We're really hoping they bring them out during this festival. So yeah, so the what are we missing? We're missing the task carry-all. There's a housing carry-all where you can put in housing decorations, and they also stack. So all those things that don't stack, like if you have, I don't know, 4 elven chairs with the little round and the spindly things, they stack. So fun, so cool. So anything that is will stack in the housing carry-all, but they don't stack normally. So that's really cool. You've been worried about attending live or current LOTRO streams for spoilers and content. Yule Festival is fair game. Excellent. Yeah, so you saw that in the packs when you bought the Brawler. Fantastic. Cool thing that you might not have known is that for the Gundabad expansion, this is the first time they've done this, SSG has for LOTRO, is you can upgrade from one package to the next one up. So that's really convenient. So like if you were like, oh, I got that bottom one, but oh, I really wanted that middle, and now that I know more, I really want that middle one. Or oh gosh, that top tier looks really fantastic. I'm really happy with the content. I want to get the bigger pack so I can get, the mounts and the pets and the carry-all and all that stuff. So you can upgrade between them, which is kind of cool. And they're experimenting or moving into that way of doing things, I think, going forward. Whoops, sorry, I moved my little screen. Okay, so that's something I want to tell about. But yes, I don't tend to do I do some storyline stuff, but I am big on the festivals. Festivals is my thing. I can spend many hours. I have spent many hours talking about, festival and mounts and pets and cosmetics, and also how-to of some things, how to do one thing, how to use the different plugins, how to find your way somewhere in the game. Oops, hang on. I just moved my screen around. I was adjusting my screen and it took off. Sigh. Give me just a moment. Sorry. I know, right? Okay. There we go. Let me stop to streamer been to Gundabad 0. Yes. I have been, this streamer has been to Gundabad 0 times. Did we do any Gundabad missions yet? Did we do a couple? Okay. That's true. We didn't do them on stream. We have done some missions. We've done some Wildwood and stuff like that. So the only time you might get any spoilers on my stream that are not festival related would be in between festivals. Sometimes we'll go out and do like, you know, things in landscape. So there you go. You just bought 8 large carryalls? Oh my gosh. That's fantastic. Wow. He's showing me his inventory. It's just carryall, carryall, carryall. Everything else is empty. It's just carryall, carryall, carryall. Anyway, there's multiple different types of carryalls. They've been on sale. I'm sorry. They've been available to purchase from time to time, but very, very rarely. And so we are very excited and hoping that they will bring them out. They didn't bring them out for Black Friday, which we were disappointed. So we're really hoping they bring them out for December so we can get some here. Let's see. Were you involved with Mythgard Academy? I've been catching up with some old series on that channel. I am not exactly. I've been also watching those. I've been watching and getting caught up on some of those because the Tolkien professor is so fun to watch and just how in depth he has of knowledge, you know, like when, you know, they're walking through the Shire in the game and he's like, and here's the fox that's mentioned on page, you know, 49 at the second paragraph. It's like, and it's the thinking fox, not the speaking fox, because it, you know, and you're just like, wow, all these things like I never would have thought about. And he's just like so in there. It's fantastic. So I love the, the added depth that I get from watching his streams. In some of his later streams, and what I mean by that is like things that are happening in the last, you know, year or so, occasionally he's been somewhere where he needed a little bit of help, and he plays on Landreval, and I have some Landreval high level characters, and so like I have a minstrel, and she's like, I don't know, 128 or something. So I've been able to go over and help out a little bit if he needs it from time to time. But that I'm usually like hiding in the background, like, you know, so I'm not specifically involved with Mythgard Academy, but I know what you're talking about, and I love it. I really love watching his streams. They're really good. Yes, and he definitely stays on the topic of Lord of the Rings, which is so cool. And I'll submit lore questions from time to time. Both of us do, because we really enjoy hearing his take on it and how he explains things and where he takes it. So yeah. In fact, I went back and I was listening to Lord of the Rings again while I was doing other things, having it on in the background a little bit, and I got to a point in the story where I stopped and I was like, wait, I want to know what the Tolkien professor has to say about this. So then I started watching his streams again, the Exploring Middle-earth streams, and so now I've ended up going so much further with that than I have in the story, so I'm going to go back to the story again. I just keep going back and forth. It's so fun. You moved your characters to Landreval after Rittermark closed. Landreval is a great server. I would say, I think if I was not full-time here, Landreval might be where I would go and play more often. I really like Evernight because it has, we live in the Netherlands, so we live in Europe, and playing with other people who are online the same time as us is really nice. And because Landreval is a US server, it tends to have a lot more people who are, you know, coming on around the time that we're like kind of winding down. So we have our mains, our original completionist mains are actually on Evernight. And then we've played there quite a bit. But if I were to spend, I mean, Landreval is, I really like the atmosphere there. I really like the people there. I like the kinships. There's some kinships there that I really like. And I just love how you can like wander through and there's like a band playing. You're just like hanging by the, you know, it adds to the immersion of it for me. And I think that's so much fun. I mean, Landreval, you say you play on Landreval as a European and there are many people to play with. And that's true. I mean, one of the nice things about Landerval too is that it is very time zone agnostic, right? There's people from all over the world, just like there are on Treebeard. It just seems like it really gets hopping later on. Like a lot of the music festivals, if they're happening during the week, they're after I've gone to bed. You know, so there's that. Somebody likes my mount. Also, I will tell them thank you. It's never too late to start your completionist character on a new server. Which is what we did. We basically left our completionist characters on Evernight, although Affodil still goes back and works on theirs. But mine is pretty much sitting, and I've been making my completionist character here. Actually, even funnier is I started on a high elf here, and then I also started my hobbit here because I like to play both about equally. And so they're both kind of completionist characters, but I've switched over to to Rosenbloom here somewhere in the Lone Lands, like halfway through the Lone Lands. And so she's really getting the completionist treatment at this point. We'll see if I go back with Arthaliel or not. Is the epic lag solved on Treebeard? I would not say so. It was really bad a couple of days ago this week. Like something went wrong. And they did a restart and it definitely got better. It was definitely better. So I guess I should say the epic lag is solved. There's just like, little lag running around. It's like kleine lag. I'm on Treebeard right now, but I'm also streaming and recording. So I wouldn't say that what the experience of watching me is necessarily representative of what's going on the server. Server's doing better than what you're seeing here necessarily, if I'm slow at all. You have a Palantir plugin. Oh, I don't know that one. I do use Alt Inventory a lot. I have, which one is this? Yeah, I use Alt Inventory. Oh, Palantir has a central heads-up display. Okay. Yeah, I do use Alt Inventory, and you can find your carryalls through Alt Inventory as well, which is good because I dropped them on a character earlier and I'd forgotten I'd left them there, and I was like, why am I not finding them? I was a little nervous about it, but then I found them, so that was good. All right, did I miss any other chat here? I do try to keep up with y'all because, yeah, I'm happy you all are here, so I'm gonna make sure I find you. Funny thing, you talk about the buffs and stuff. So what I've started doing, and this is really working for my playstyle, is occasionally when we're going to do something like the Rift or Helagrad right now, because that's the level 50 stuff. So I created a combat buffs folder, tab in my shared storage, and so that's where I throw all of that stuff because it's bound to account. So I just toss it all in there. Oh wow. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Sorry, I'm getting a visual of what Palantir looks like. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's got stuff that's in the middle of the screen and it shows you colors, and that's fun. I think I'm trying to clear more of the screen away, so I don't know that I would want a heads up. I don't know. I think it would only work if I was like, if I was when I'm in raids or something, like maybe that would work. Yeah. So anyway, so I have all my combat buffs in here to try and remember to grab those when we're doing combat-y stuff. Most of the time when we're running around landscape, I don't need it because we're usually running as a duo or as a trio or a foursome most of the time when we're running around out there. But then so like other things that come in, like Hobbit gifts and other random types of things, like the Tome of Tracking, that's not really used in combat. And my hunters certainly don't need it, but I do have one of every class on this server because there are titles that you can earn if you get a character to level 50 of that class. So like if a brawler gets to level 50, if a hunter gets to level 50, your lore master gets to level 50, etc. So I have one of each on this server so I can get all of those titles. So, and then I actually created a folder for just my carryalls and cash, because what I do is I siphon the money off of my other characters because they don't need it, because usually they're just standing around earning titles. And then I just throw the cash in here, so that way whatever character does need it, like if I want to increase the size of a kin vault or something like that, I can just grab it all. So easy for a dum-dum like you to read. You used to always miss when you were on when you had low morale. Yeah, West Angmar, East Angmar. Lots of places in Angmar can be really treacherous. But anyway, okay, so we should go do more festival stuff. Sorry, we've been just here chatting away. Just pull up a cup of coffee and let's have a chat. The trick to Angmar is a good frying pan. Yes, we went around with our frying pan. See, she's got her frying pan. And then my wandering outfit, my adventuring outfit, I think I have it on one, right? Yep, there's my adventuring outfit. So I've got my mug in one hand and I've got my frying pan in the other hand. And of course I'm wearing a hat because we're in the cold areas sometimes. So you gotta have a good hat, keep you nice and warm. So there's my adventuring outfit. Okay, we could go, what do we want to do? Let's go down and grab some quests from down here. So there's some folks, so we talked to the mayor and his wife down here. They don't want to talk to us anymore right now. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to these two though. Here's Mabel. She was the one that was like, oh, I just work here, you don't want to talk to me. No, we do. So she has 2 quests that she would like us to do. And these are daily quests that you can do every day to help you with that 10 quests per day. So she says, are you here to help me? I'm so busy, I don't know what to do with myself. There are so many hungry patrons to serve. Would you be so good as to prepare some ingredients so that the feasting folk don't go without a fair portion? Let's see, we'll need loaves of bread, bowls of berries, mushrooms, and eggs. The pies are still doing fairly well for now. The hard part is that the mayor's wife wants only the best, so the ingredients must be collected fresh from all abouts. I hope you have some sturdy shoes with you. I mean, I have my hobbit feet. Why do I need shoes? Shoes? What are you talking about? What's you? All right, and then unwilling firewood, which is a really strange quest. But she says, as you know, the mayor demands the very best of everything and likes to have a say in all that goes on here. He requires that we use the very best firewood that can be got. Unfortunately for us, the firewood comes from some very angry trees. I've never seen anything like it, really. The trees rage and flail their limbs at us as we chop them down. I'm still very scratched up from the last time I went, so do you think you could collect wood? It's almost like they're not trees at all. Yeah. Oy, oy, oy. Sometimes these people are a little crazy. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We've got Basil, and he has 2 quests for us as well. So, empty keg emergency. Hey, Master the Master. Yes, Yule Festival is the best festival of the year. Your favorite? I can't say which one's my favorite. Like, I can't like verbalize, but I don't know which one's my favorite. Like, it is hard for me to pick a favorite, but I have to say I really do look forward to Yule Festival. When it was coming up, now that it's here, I'm like, yay! I'm like a kid at Christmas, as it were. All right, he says, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that the kegs are nearly empty. I'm overworked, I am. Have you ever seen a body so overworked as myself? He says, I'm so overworked that today I decided I just about had enough and went to try some of the events for a change. Oh, can you pop festival in, please? He says, the problem is I fall asleep afterward and I was all tuckered out. Patrons are complaining that some of the kegs are empty. Can you bring this to refill them? I would do it, but I was promised a dance. Okay, so we have to pick up one of the kegs and then deliver it to where it needs to go without being seen by some folks. Okay, and then also, so yes, we've got Five Road Jedi's guide is posted there in the chat. There's the link to his guide. So he updates that every year. So it's going to have all the information from the previous years that are still live in this one, which is pretty similar. And he'll have the new rewards posted in there, pretty soon. So because festival just started today. So as soon as he gets a chance to get in here and get all the stuff, and he will have that posted up there as well. You're looking forward to Midsummer from what you let it. Oh, because you haven't done Midsummer yet. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's really hard for me to pick a favorite because Midsummer, you spend the whole time going up and down Minas Tirith, which some people are like, oh my gosh, but I just loved it. And the music for Midsummer is fantastic. It's basically they take themes from other parts of the game and gave it like a festival kind of feel to them. Oh, it's so good. You just kind of like, I find myself kind of like bopping along to the music as I'm like riding through Minas Tirith. And what? The wedding storyline is of course there as well, and that'll give you a an extra point to use in your stuff. Like, yeah. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Midsummer is really good. Midsummer is really good too. Gosh, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so hard to pick a favorite. And like the anniversary one, I actually like chasing down the envelopes as they go flying around in Bree. And then there's the Harvest Festival where you're in a haunted burrow, and I find that so much fun. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't pick a favorite necessarily. Yes, as a loss off, like, we can guess you probably like the Yule Festival. Yeah, probably. You looked up the different patch soundtracks you've missed, and the wedding OST was your favorite. Yep. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like the wedding, they did some great stuff for the festival. Well, so Midsummer and Wedding came out at the same time, and they're both take place in Minas Tirith. So there's a lot of overlap feeling between them. It's great. Yeah. Now, Master the Master does point out that Yule Festival is when we can get all the quests done every day and get your trading pieces. Get the tokens that you need. Yes, I do agree that it does seem like this festival. Well, actually, Midsummer is the easiest one to have extras because you can actually kind of pick and choose which ones you want to do. This festival, there's very few extras if you don't want to do the one where you gotta be mean to people. And I don't like doing the one where you have to be mean to people. I don't mind doing the theater. I have fun doing the theater, actually. But yeah, this one, and so the Anniversary Festival, I find really hard to get my, quests in, my daily quests in. That one's a tough one. So yes, that's the reason why I like the Yule one, because yeah, like you say, it is easier to get all the quests you need here. And the maze, like in the Spring Festival, doing the maze, I can do the maze really well. I don't do the Wistmead maze during the Harvest Festival very well. That one's harder for me. So, okay. So this guy, he says tidying up. That's another quest we're going to pick up. And he says, some days I really loathe this job. Mabel never pulls her weight. This guy's a whiner. I swear I would give anything to trade with those beggars. They really have it easy compared to me. Yeah, I don't think so, bud. He says the worst of it has to be the garbage left by some of the sloppier festival patrons. Now, I agree that cleaning up after people is kind of a crap job. No problem there. We'll agree with you on that one. Stinking, slimy garbage and refuse all around the eating contest. The mayor's wife demands that the patrons don't see any of it, but it keeps piling up. I can't bear to touch the stuff myself. I don't even want to look at it. Mabel keeps saying she's too busy. Say, you don't look busy. So, gotta go pick up 10 pieces of trash and 10 dirty dishes and various things like that. Okay, so we'll go up the stairs here. And yeah, we can start with this. So you'll see that we have little flickering stuff here. So we have unsightly spills, smelly garbage, and grimy dish. We need to pick up 10 of each of these items around the town. And they are, let me grab a map and pull the quest tracker back up. I guess it doesn't really help, but they're all over. Oh, we don't need to have that on there. They're all over within the town. I guess it doesn't have necessarily circles, but it's basically the tables where you're doing the food challenge. So there's kind of like that overlap that you came and did the food challenge, and now there's these dirty dishes because people did the food challenge and left the dirty dishes behind. So it's like that kind of thing. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to go around and around and clean up tables for a few minutes and kind of show you around the town a little bit. So yes, the quest says 10 per day. Right, so we only need to do 10 quests and then we can turn that in. And the introduction quest counted as one of those, so that's kind of handy. So, okay, you'll notice the person just came running by here with a barrel. That's because what we want to do at some point is to finish going down to that part of down the hallway here. and we're going to turn off to the side, and there's a barrel there. But remember, you got to be not seen by these guards, like this watcher right here that's walking around, this little patrol. So you wait till he's not within sight, and then you come running along here with the barrel, and then you jump over this wall and that puts you really close to where you got to drop off the barrel. So that's the place to do it. You hate it when a hunter comes around and starts killing all your targets just before you do. So I'm a hunter, and I will say if I do that, it's not intentional. And I am always happy to fellowship up with somebody. Like if I see a low-level person out, like in the area where out here where you're collecting the firewood, if I see a low-level person, a lot of times I will try to fellowship up with them so that way they get credit for anything that I do, and we can work together a little bit better that way. I do like that. You missed the big old barrel. It was so fun to watch your Hobbit pull it. Oh, I didn't know that had changed. So I've been playing LOTRO for, well, it's January. Yeah, so three years in January, or did I start in 18 or 19? Must have been 19. Okay, so it'll be 3 years in January. So anything that was different before that is before my time. It's before I've seen it. Now, there's some things I've learned about because, you know, people always have like stories to tell, which is fun. Oh, so yeah, so we were just cleaning up that table back here, and then we're gonna go downstairs to this other table. Unless we want to do the barrel now, we could go do the barrel. Okay, that's true. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a barrel also. Wait, why is it not showing up for me? Oh, because you have it. I'm just gonna follow you then. Probably. It's not on my, oh yeah, deliver the replacement keg to the festival square, avoid town guards. So the town guards show up as eyeballs on your mini radar there, the watchers. So if you do this, some of these quests are funny because if you do it in a fellowship, you know, you both are, you get credit. But some of the things you have to do your own, like the cleaning of the dishes and stuff. Okay, so, whee! And then there's the keg, and we have averted the empty keg crisis. Hooray! Good job, us. Okay, so let's go over and clean up this table. And this is the final table if you're doing the food challenge that you need to come down to. I'm not going to do the food challenge right now on the stream. I did do a video last year. Did we post that video of the food challenge? We recorded footage of the food challenge because we wanted to show you how to do it. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not certain that we actually posted it. So that's really funny. Yeah, we'll have to look and see if we have that out. Okay. You have a hunter maxed, but you respect the small dudes. Dudes and dudettes. Yes, you should further your in-league standing. In-league standing is fun. Yeah, we were doing that. We finally got to max rep with in-league and Ale Association because we went ahead and did them both at the same time. And so, okay, so here's the deal, and this is something actually we learned from Eldaleth that clued us in, that when you're doing the delivery quests, oh, sorry. Okay, let me come back and catch up with you. When you're doing those delivery quests, you get tokens, you know, the Ale Association tokens and the in-league tokens. But you can, if you don't need them to buy, you know, maybe you've bought everything from them that you want, you can turn them into them for boxes of festival tokens. And it's like super cheap, like 2 of their tokens for a box of festival tokens or something like that. It's like so cheap. So it's a great way to get a bunch of festival tokens really fast. So we may end up doing, because I'm guessing in-league and Ale Association are available during Yule Fest. I'm pretty sure they are. Okay, so we took care of the empty keg. We took care of that for him. Yes, you're very busy. Yes, we know this, buddy. And we've tidied up all the tables. He doesn't see any garbage. All right. He's like, really, I do think I might be in the wrong line of work. Yes, I would agree with you on that one, buddy. Does it humble you to be a Middle-earth hero and still cleaning tables? Absolutely. See, I think it's very important for people to, you know, to see what it's like. Actually, that's really funny you mentioned that because personally, like for me, there's a philosophy I have of that there are jobs that people do that you don't pay attention to, and I call those basically the invisible jobs. Like, you know, the people who clean, you know, who empty the trash cans at your work, if you like work in an office building, you know, the people who work in the cafeterias, that sort of thing. Like, people don't pay attention to them to the point where they will say anything in front of people who work these invisible jobs because they just so tune out from watching them. So I think it is really important for a person to, from time to time, like maybe once a decade, maybe once every 20 years, should go work one of those jobs. Like go be a cashier at a grocery store or bag groceries, you know, go work at a thrift shop. Like do one of those jobs where people don't pay attention to you, and it really opens your eyes to how people will treat those people. And I think it helps, I think it also then gives a good perspective, you know, and helps you realize, hey, I could do better. So there you go. It's right. Yeah. All respect to the invisible heroes doing those dirty jobs. Absolutely. Let's see. You saw one quest while you're passing by the Misty Mountains. Yes. Okay. So should we do the theater?
I don't know how to do it. So.
You don't know how to do it?
Yeah.
Really?
I've never done the theater.
You've never done the theater. Okay. Did you pick up the quest from the lady out front?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, you have to attend one performance. So the curtain is closed right now. So we'll find out what's the scooping, what's happening. Either it's about to start, or it just ended, and we're gonna need to wait through the whole cycle. Either way, it'll be okay. It'll be fine.
A way to tell?
The fact that nothing is happening makes me think it might be bad. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Okay, so what's gonna happen here? Let's find out where we're at. So there's a Hobbit there. That's Shakespeare, I think. Oh wait, maybe it's not Shakespeare. The next show will begin in 3 minutes. Okay, so we're here at the beginning of the cycle. Yes, remind you to this time to visit the concession stand. We should probably go do that. There's a deed involved. Yes, so we need to we have to buy the rotten fruit and the rose petals. Yep, so we're gonna go do that. So there's a concession stand at the back. There's also the concessioner here. So you can go to any of these people. And let's see, is it?
How do you do?
Yeah, so you'll want to pick up, I think you need 25 in total eventually to do all of them.
All the deeds.
To do all the deeds, yep. So, how many can I buy?
Oh, you just buy them?
Well, I don't think I want 100.
Wait.
Yeah, let me just get 25.
Buy those.
Yeah.
Wait, how are those different?
Oh, so there's two types of petals and two types of rotten fruit. There's the one that you can throw at people anywhere in the world, and then there's the ones that you use here in the Frostbluff Theater. So the Frostbluff ones you want to get. The ones that you throw at people, there might be a deed for that, but that's one of those consumable deeds. All right, so I'm gonna.
Flower petals, frostless, rotten fruit. Okay, you don't need the harder ones.
I'm not sure if I got the right ones here. Hang on.
25 of the frost.
This item, yeah, okay, so I got the right one. This item can only be used in the Frostbluff Theater. These are the ones I want for the play. Okay, so what you do with these, and carry your chicken. So I better warn you before we get too far in here that they're going to basically tell us that the actors have had a problem. Oh yes, the throwing of rotten fruit is strictly prohibited or encouraged. They mean encouraged. I think he just said the wrong way. So they're going to need 3 people to help out. So they're going to the game will automatically grab 3 people out of the audience that are in this room in like the next 60 seconds, and you're going to end up backstage. Okay? Oh, where's that plugin? There's a plugin, Festival Buddy. Okay. Well,
No.
hopefully I don't end backstage because I don't care. Whatever happens. So there's deeds to complete for being on stage, and then there's also these deeds to complete for throwing things at people who are on stage. So either way right now is okay because we'll be working on it. Oh, okay. You and I ended up backstage. So you'll notice we have little circles over our heads. And there's announcements going on that will say the part of Gandalf will be played by blah blah blah. Looks like I'm Gandalf. I'm the villain. The villain is Gandalf in this play that we're in. Let's see. You are the extra, and our Thalion there is the protagonist. So now, if you want a little extra flavor text, you can go and talk to the extra is here, and there's the protagonist. And here's the villain at the end. So you can go and talk to them. And it's like, do you have any advice for me? And they're like, we're working on improving my laugh. Yes, the villain, you're expected to be scheming, conniving, a monster in the truest sense of the word. Try not to act too nice. The audience hates it when I do that. So there'll be parts of the play where it comes up and it's like, it's your turn to act. They'll be like, we're going to take all the riches. Isn't that right, Gandalf? And you have to be like, ha, 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 twisting the mustache kind of, thing. So we have to do an emote when it's our turn. So I'm going to grab, because you'll have 3 opportunities to emote. If you do the right kind of emote, people get to throw Frostbluff petals at you. If you do the wrong kind of emote, they can throw rotten fruit at you. If you do 2 in a row of the right one, that's towards a deed. That counts towards, because you have to do 1 of each of the different parts, and for the deed. So like you have to play the villain 3, and effectively play the villain. So do the right things. Let's see. Okay, so challenge is a good one. And how about what's another good one? You have to do different ones. They can't all be the same. Let's see. How about? Oh gosh. And they basically they want them to be the auto bestowed ones, not necessarily ones that you've bought. How about push-ups? Push-ups is funny. Maybe they don't have tomatoes in Middle Earth. Yeah, I don't know. Oh no, it reset all my stuff. I'll do stretch. Stretch is funny. Maybe that'll count. I don't know. We'll see if that counts or not. And let's poke somebody. Poking is good. We'll try that. Okay, hopefully this is good. All right, so the curious disappearance of Mad Baggins is happening out here. So we've got our guy here who's telling the story, and we are on stage. Ta-da! And we want to be where the audience can hit us if possible. It makes it easier for them. So when you do your emote, you need to select the audience and do the emote at them. So this lady, she's like, I've heard he will spare no expense. Every guest will receive a sack of stuff. Why, the postman has just delivered your invitation. Get all these out of here. All right, so that is, ta-da! Throw Frostbluff petals at Affodil. Oh, I should have put those on my bar as well. I am not prepared. Can you tell that? There we go. Let's get that on my bar. Doo-doo-doo. New deed, Frostbluff petals. Yay. Oop, not all the guests have good intentions. That's going to be me here in a second. Hey, audience, where are you at? Okay, good. I'm targeting you. Wahaha, Gandalf, our plans are in motion. The Bad Baggins party is almost upon us. What evil plan do you have up your sleeve, Gandalf? All right, let's select the audience and perform an emote. I'm trying. There we go. I performed an emote. Wah. I roared at them. Or no, charged. I challenged. So the day of the party finally arrived. The hobbits lined up as far as the 3 farthing stone. I wonder if poke will be a good one. I might need a better one than that. Like, charge might be a good one. I did challenge. Maybe charge is good. Oh, maybe it's not charge. Oh, I better put that away. I gotta pay attention. Why, it's our cousins, the Proudfoots. Why don't you say hello, uncle? And so, yeah, Arthalion, gets to do. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll tooltip the person, so that way I can just click on them there and, you know, hit them with the right stuff. Oh, I waited too long. All right, we're getting more suspicious. People are getting more suspicious of the more nefarious guests. All right, so there's Affodilio. Who invited the sour-looking dwarf? Is the sour-looking dwarf with me? Maybe. Okay, I'm pointed on the audience. Oh, well, how are you enjoying the party? Oh, right, because Gandalf and some evil dwarf are supposed to be in cahoots here. Oh, throw petals at Affodil. All right, throwing petals at you. And so the party continued. All through the day, there was feasting and merriment. While the hobbits were preparing dinner, others were preparing something completely different. Everything is going according to plan, Gandalf. No one suspects a thing, not even that pesky Frodo. Are you ready to spring our trap and steal Mad Baggins' fortune? All right, it's my turn to perform. Oh no, I didn't perform well. I probably waited too long. Okay, now, if you're trying to fail it, you have to perform a bad emote, one that doesn't match. If you perform nothing, it doesn't count towards doing the bad emote quest deed. Okay, so where are we at here? Yes, good heavens. It's a very silly thing. Before we conclude this evening, my uncle would like to say something. That's probably Arthalion then. Is he sitting down over there? Where'd he go? Did he disappear? Now, if somebody like logs off, they just kind of disappear off it and you're not able to throw stuff at them anymore, which is really sad because, you know, you only have so many opportunities to throw things at people. I mean, you could stand in here all day and just throw things at people all day long, I suppose. Oops. I can fruit you. Yay. Yeah, there's definitely times when it's like, oh my gosh, we need fruit. Ah, we need the opportunity to throw fruit at somebody. People get things right and get things wrong often enough, it seems like, that it's fun. Oh dear. Yeah, I think our third actor left. That's too bad. Okay, so now the idea is that, you know, supposedly we're doing the explosions and the fireworks and everything, and we're making him disappear because we're shoving him in a sack. No one will suspect that we've disposed of Mad Baggins. Now that we have Bag End to ourselves, now we have Bag End to ourselves. Isn't that right, Gandalf? All right, here we perform badly. So there we go. I have performed badly. And so our tale comes to an end. But hey, I got to throw fruit at some people, so that's cool. Though some claim on a cool, clear night, the sound of distant laughter and jingling coins can still be heard around the old party tree. Ta-da! So, successfully use an appropriate emote twice in a row as Gandalf, I guess it counted, during a single Frostbluff Theater play performance. I have earned the title Villain. Ta-da! And there's a whole series of those to earn. There's, you know, the three of us. And then there's like, if you get perfect, anyway, there's a whole series of them and you get a couple of meta titles over those. So now we are at the back of the theater. We have successfully attended a play as well as been in the play. It counts for both. So we can actually go outside and tell that hobbit that we have attended a play. Yes, there's deeds for using, there's a whole bunch of deeds there. I can pull it up here in a second. I use the deed tracker, which shows me all sorts of deed information. So I want to talk to her. There we go. I'm going to turn this quest in. She says, you saw one of our performances. What did you think of an ode to old Blood Tusk? Oh, I see. Yes, some of the actors have been having difficulties. Perhaps you would come back tomorrow. I'm sure we'll be back on schedule by then. And she gives us 4 Yule tokens. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. There's a Statdor, Proudfoot, and Waldo Tunnelly inside that are the Stadler and Waldorf equivalents, you know, from the Hobbits. So fun. Okay, so the deed tracker is right here. And I'm going to go ahead and go to race, class, epic. So one of the reasons why I like this, I use this more than the in-game deed log, because the in-game deed log looks like this. And it shows you any quests that you have in progress. So that is useful. It does not show you any, deeds that are hidden or that you haven't started yet. So it is incomplete in that regard for information. So I'm going to scroll down here and find the Yule Festival. You can see what I've been working on already. Here we go. So here's Yule Festival, and I finished Villain. So it over here on the side, it shows me how many LOTRO points are available for deeds that I have not completed. And then it shows me ones I did complete. It's a plugin, the Master. This is a plugin that you can get. It's called Deed Tracker. Yeah, you do plugins? Awesome, thank you. So yeah, there it is over at LOTRO Interface. It's also on the LOTRO Compendium, and it's called Deed Tracker. So pretty easy. And it gives you it gives you the date and the time when you finished it, and then it checks it off for you. Now, if you completed something and maybe you did that before you had the Deed Tracker open, you can manually go and check something off, and it will just put the date and time that you physically are doing that. So it will be inaccurate in the respect of when you finished it versus when you checked it off. But once you've installed this and you have it, just have it up, it will do this as you go. You'll notice it automatically completed that for me. So laughing stock is one. Now, if you hover over them, it also gives you a little bit of information too. So laughing stock is successfully use an inappropriate emote twice during a single Frostbluff theater play performance. So that gives people an opportunity to throw bad fruit at you. That'll earn you the title Laughing Stock. Star of the show, successfully use an appropriate emote twice in a row during a single Frostbluff play performance. So if I'd done 2 in a row, I would have also earned Star of the Show as well as Villain. And then Thespian, complete protagonist, villain, and extra. So I've done villain, so I got to do the other 2 play parts. And that will earn me the title Thespian. And then the Bard is a meta umbrella here, and it has, you can complete all 3 roles. Suffered defeat and glory in being the laughing stock and star of the show, and furthered the arts by critiquing the performances of others, which is basically you have to finish the flower petals and the rotten fruit. So that is fantastic. I love that. That's there's some good stuff there. Okay, so yes, the deed tracker. Oh, another thing I love about the deed tracker as well is that at the top, it'll tell you how many LOTRO points are available in total. So that's the big number at the top. And then how many LOTRO points are available just on this page, this class race epic page that I'm on. So like I was saying earlier about hey, if you're looking for, 100 LOTRO points, you can just go do a bunch of deeds in the Shire and you'd probably have it. And this would be one way you could track that information. I love the deed tracker, so good. Yes, and then for instructions on how to import your deed completion status automatically, check the help page, says before there. So basically, like I mentioned, so right now, let's say you have a level 50 character and you're like, wow, I want to use this deed tracker, this sounds fantastic, and you load it on there and it's empty and you're like, well, I know I did a bunch of deeds. Yes, but the deed tracker doesn't know you did them in the past. So what you can do is follow the instructions there at deedtracker.lifebeyondtheshire.com, and it will use another tool, and you can use that tool to have it populate your deed tracker for you, so you don't have to manually go and check off everything. When he was first testing the deed tracker, we were manually going in and checking off everything. And I can tell you my level 120 something character had a lot of things that she had done. So that was a lot of work. So I was really glad when he added this import ability. Makes a huge difference. Okay, we're going to talk to Daily Utterage here. He says, a charitable spirit. Yay, you've come back to visit. That is enough to brighten my day, for it needs brightening. As I walked to work this morning, I passed the good people of our town who are even worse off than myself. I had nothing to give them. It is the very same every morning and every night. I count myself very lucky for what I have, but my life would be better yet if I had the ability to give. All my wages go to feeding my children and to paying the taxes on our home. If only there was something I could do. Perhaps Mayor Goodenough will give us more wages soon, and then I will be able to share my good fortune with the less fortunate. So what this does, a charitable spirit, is it asks us to go and donate one of our tokens, one of our Yule Festival tokens, to 5 different people around town that don't have work and don't have money and stuff. So we're going to donate festival tokens to them. I guess this is like, you know, as if it were money and they could maybe use it to go buy food or something. So it will use up 5 of your Yule Festival tokens each time you do this. So keep that in mind. Okay, so his other quest is Cold as Ice. Before that's a question for you. The Valars. If you use a Valar to complete deeds instantly, does the deed tracker know about it? All right, we're going to pick up his other quest while he's thinking about that. Cold as Ice. I cannot believe it. Guard Kemper and the Watchmen have been making an effort to keep those less fortunate from the festivities, but I never thought that some of our own patrons would drive them out. Where will they go? I'm sure a few will sneak back in, but it has only gotten tougher for them as late. The harsh chill of frost grims has taken hold of Frostbluff, and I fear that those who are forced outside the walls, fear for those who are forced outside the walls of Winterhome. Please, can you help them? I can't stop working for fear of losing my wages, but maybe you can do something about those grims. I've seen them gathering at the frozen pond northeast of here, and it's only a matter of time before they move closer. Drive them off. My friends depend upon it. All right, so we're going to go and save some people from bitter cold. So he says, I've never used one of my Valor tokens, so I'm not sure. If they show up in the advancement channel, then yes, otherwise no. So basically what's going on there is in your chat tabs, like, you know, world and kin chat and all of those things. Sorry, I just stuck myself behind a piece of wood. Hey, Garrett, I want to talk to you. Is it looks for those words in the chat channel. So let me see if I can drag this up. So for example, I keep this hidden behind my picture because y'all don't need to be seeing what's going on all over the place. But, and I can't make this any bigger, I apologize. But it says like here, completed the Frostbluff Theater. Actually, where would it say? Attended a performance, there we go. Completed villain. So the deed tracker knows to look for this very specific thing, and it takes that information, puts it into the deed tracker, says, aha, you've completed this deed. And it's maybe looking for a specific combination of things. This is programming that I did not do. This is programming that before did. So that's how it knows. So if the Valar comes in and basically, you know, you completed quest, or deed, then yes, it would pick those up. But if it does, yeah, it might though. So I have a Valar I've been wanting to use. We could, but I mean, it's a one and done. But we could test it. Not today, but I mean, just in general, I'm just letting you know that we could test it. Oh, that's true. We could test it on Bull Roar. That's a good idea. That's a better idea because, yeah, like once you use the Valar, it's kind of done. You can't go and undo that and try it again.
Would you do something for me?
Except on Bull Roar. Okay, so here we have Gareth Rust, and he's the guy that was really mad at us before. And he says, back again, maybe I spoke unjustly the first time we met. Mayor Goodenough's wish to please folk like you is the reason folk like me go hungry this winter. But you don't seem a bad sort, despite the mayor seeming to like you. If you want to earn yet more favor with me and my fellows here, you surely won't object to playing a little prank on the mayor for the sport of the real town folk. The mayor has some fireworks stored near the festival area, and he's intent on saving them for just the right moment. If you set them off where they are, you'll ruin the show, at least for him. While the patrons are distracted, you should pinch Frostbluff coins from their pockets. I can think of better uses for those coins. So we're going to set off fireworks, and then we're going to go pickpocket 8 people. Because, you know, that's what you should do. Oh, I see. You've climbed up there. Nice. And you have 11 tokens. All right. So here's the scoop. So see this person here? We're going to try and give her a token. But as soon as you do so, she's going to walk away. So let me see if I can actually... Okay, so, goodness me, you're very kind. I'm amazed by your goodness, my dear Hobbit. Ready? Okay, so we clicked at the same time, and there we go. So Regina Judson is moved by your generosity. Oh wait, she doesn't move off for that.
I went to his drop. Okay.
Did you get her? Okay, awesome. There's the one where you're telling them to shove off that the other guy has you do. That sends them away, so that's really frustrating if you're trying to do this one. He says, all this for me, what have I done to deserve such a gesture? I do not know what it is, but I will endeavor to do it again. Thank you, he says. Okay, he is moved by your kindness. Oh, hey, did I not turn into the globe? Oh, she has a, you can pick it up again. That's right, she has the one where the first day you can do it and then you can do it again. So I'll go ahead and accept that in case I come back in here and do it. Okay, where are you at? Over. Oh, you jumped over? All right, let me see if I can join you. There we go. Okay, so there's this fellow. Oops. Over here in the corner. Get over to him. Oops. Ah, sorry. I was running. I didn't realize I was running. This is... Why am I still running? I have stopped. I think my computer is having trouble. I was trying to follow you, and that did not go well. Okay, so he says, what charity, what kindness. I haven't been on the receiving end of such generosity in many a long day. I will remember this, good hobbit. He is moved by your good deed. Now, see, notice he walked away because that other person told him to shove off. He says, I'm sorry if I was upsetting folks. So if I was trying to give a coin to the guy at the same time as this other guy just told him to leave, then I would be out of luck and I have to wait for the character to come back. Oh, sure, I could try and do fireworks. Ready?
Yeah.
Go. All right, hopefully we've got this at the same time. That would be cool. We can just have it both done. You have set off some distracting fireworks, and you'll notice this guy comes running over and he's like, blasted fireworks. And this patron's down here like, ooh, look at that. So you kind of wander over and, you know, I'll just pick a pocket or two. Looted a distracted patron. Now, you don't have to do this right at that moment. I think they keep their rings over their heads until you actually finish looting. So you can come back to it. But it's funny because it says sneaking sneakily. And then after it says, ha, got it. So that's funny. Ah, cool. So we have a new freebie that has just popped in. And that is for a free Tome of Defense, which is good for 90 minutes. So the code for that is Defender. It was fulfilled. Yeah, it was a potion of something, something. I don't know, it's in our Discord. And let's see, we got new sales, it says, for the 9th through the 16th. Okay, don't forget to check the second week of Yuletide savings with extra special extra discounted items. Yes, crafting carryalls are half off. We noticed that just a little bit earlier, Druid's Fire, and oh my gosh, so exciting. You're supposed to wear your clothes from Forest Shell here. It's freezing, indeed. Well, I put on my one of my fancy outfits, though. I mean, it's nice and warm in town, right? Let's see. Okay, I've looted 8 patrons, so we're good there. All right, so now we need to go find a couple more people to give tokens to. I'm not doing the food right now. We'll come back for that. So there's a fellow who hangs out right here, and oh, he just got sent away. Probably that person on the horse. So I'm just going to wait right here for this guy to show back up. Put him. Oh, we could go do Ted Ives. It's just that when that guy shows up, he gets kicked off so fast that it's really hard to not. Yeah, it's easy to miss him. Okay, so we'll go talk to Ted Ives over here. And he says, pardon me, surely you're not giving this to me. Oh, generous hunter, you are too good. Aw, he's moved by our gift. That's very nice. Wow, has it been almost 2 hours already? Goodness gracious. Okay, so we're waiting for this guy to come back and be sad and try to hide from the festival again and not be on the way and all of that, right? Oh yeah, that's true. I could do one of those. I got one of those. Ah, here he is. Okay, so we click on him and he says, can it be? Are you giving these to me? I don't know what to say. So we have given, he's moved by your generous gift. So now we can go and return to Gareth, right? And Daily Utterage. So Daily Utterage was basically, remember, he was just like, you know, I wish I had money to give to the poor people around our town. But unfortunately, you know, it's just not going to happen. So we went and gave them tokens, right? And he says, what? Did you give the beggars your hard-earned rewards? That was too generous of you. You worked hard for those. How inspiring. I'm sure you won't regret such a good deed. Now those unlucky people will be able to eat dinner tonight. So, you know, it's a good thing we did, right? It's good stuff. And then we can turn in our quest to Gareth.
What do you need?
He says, that was quite a display, and judging from how close they were, I'll warrant you set the mayor into a fit and disrupted things rather nicely. Well done, well done. Here, you should keep half of what you managed to collect. These coins here will be enough to spread out among my friends so they won't go hungry tonight. So we get 4, and he takes the other 4, basically. So no more NPCs disappear when another player clicks it just before you. It depends on which quest you're doing. If you're doing the giving them tokens quest, the NPC stays there because they're very grateful that you gave them the coin and they're able to just stay there. If somebody is doing the quest from the from Guard Kemper at the beginning, which is the tell them to shove off quest, that's not the right word, but it's basically what you're doing. Then they will walk away and you have to wait for them to come back. So it depends on which quest you are doing, which quest other people are doing when they come and talk to them. Okay, so the mayor's wife, remember, she wanted us to come and talk to Virgil out here on the snowball field, or the snowman field. And he says, hello, the mayor's wife sent you, did she? Welcome again to Winterhome. As you can see, I spend my days here working as an artist of sorts. Too often people overlook the simple joys of life, such as building a snowman. If you'd ever like to try your hand at building your own, I'll be here to guide you. After all, with some help, I'll be able to fill out this field in no time at all. So we have finished that quest. Now he has his quest, which is building a snowman, filling the field. You know, and so basically he says, you want to give it a try. It's not easy, I'll tell you that. You've seen the ice sculptures in Winterhome, have you not? My work is brilliant, at least most of the time. I'll admit I've been having more trouble with this project than my last. I simply cannot keep this field filled, and the mayor is getting frustrated. Whether it's the winter conditions or some of those snow beasts, my snowmen keep getting destroyed. It's hard to stay passionate when your work is wrecked every single day. Maybe you can help, though. See if you can craft more of my snowmen and help make this field an amazing sight to behold. So there is a deed involved. So you notice, as soon as we pick up that quest, a handful of these guys have little rings over their head. And these are different snowmen. So we've got Virgil's classy snowman, we've got the mitten-wearing snowman, the scarf-wearing snowman, and the cap-wearing snowman that are all right here. There's also the broken snowman, which is listed as an accident. We'll come back to that one another day. So, classy? Okay, so we're gonna pick up the classy snowman quest. Once you pick up one of those, you can only do that one. And then the next day you can start the quest chain over again and pick up a different snowman. So once you do one of every of the 5 different snowmen, that finishes that deed. Hey, Than, welcome to the chat. All right, a classy snowman. This is one of Virgil's snowmen. Clearly Virgil was trying to appeal to Mayor Goodenough with this snowman. This is truly the most dashing snowman in Frostbluff. To even attempt to match Virgil's craftsmanship, you'll need to find a top hat, a scarf, sticks, an acorn, and coal. Perhaps you can find everything you need scattered around Frostbluff. And that's true. Basically, there's acorns near here, there's sticks over there, there's a couple of things are inside town, like one's on top of a lamp post, and there's stuff all over the place. Okay, so before we get too far though, I wanted to stop for a second. And I know some people weren't here before, so let's take a look at your presents again. So every day during the festival, well, okay, so rewind. Let me go to the Hobbit gifts, which are here. So Hobbit gifts, they've changed the Hobbit gifts screen. It's now in the Yule Festival style. So every day when you come in, you can open a silver present for free. That has a chance of being a regular one or a Yule Festival package. Same thing with the gold. The gold you can do once per week. I mean, it's free once per week for subscribers. So, you know, VIP, you get one every Thursday, it comes up. And then you have the whole week to open it, but you know, for free. Now you can open a second time or additional times for 8 mithril coins each time. So, and those also have a chance of having a Yule present. So, for example, Affodil today got that super adorable present-bearing pet pony. She got a gift box and could choose from that box. And this is what she chose. It was this cute little pet pony, which is awesome. And then she also got another pet, the cozy Yule goat kid. So that is pretty dang cool. So Affodil was very lucky and got a Yule present under the silver and a Yule present under their gold. So like I said, you can spend mithril coins to try again. So I'll show you what that looks like, because I went ahead and did mine earlier and I did not get Yule presents, but we'll see. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna try. I got, yes! I received a gift from Marigold Two Spade. Way to go, Marigold Two Spade. We like you now. So I got scrolls plus gold winter gift hobby deer. Contains scrolls of max morale and power plus a gold winter gift. That was totally worth 8 mithril. So I got the villain gift box. I forgot to open that earlier. That gave me the villain writ, the title writ, which is funny because you can go buy the title writ if you don't want to do the play. So anyway, okay. But then I have the scrolls hobby deer. So if I open it, it gave me 5 scrolls of max morale and power and a winter hobby deer. So now here's the cool thing is the very first year these came out, which was I think 2 years ago. I know that the baby goat is adorable, but I have to say I like the present thing is so cute. Okay, so the neat thing, what they did, okay, when the first time these things came out, like this winter hobby deer, it is a mount. And they were bound to character. So some people got really lucky or too lucky and would get like the same thing twice. So now you've got 2 hobby deer that are so cool, but you can only use one of them and the other one is basically trash, which was like heartbreaking. So they've done 2 things. One, it is bound to account. So if I end up with a second one, I can give it to one of my other characters, which is fantastic. Or if I'm like, no, nobody gets it, I'm just gonna deconstruct it. I can disenchant it and get 2 Yule tokens out of it. So you've got options there, but I am absolutely adding that to my mounts. Okay, so let's go to my mounts, which are here. And ones I have, well, I guess it would just be easy enough just to search for Yule, right? Oh, no, it's not called Yule anything. It's called, it's a hobby horse. It's a hobby horse. So, decon is the best idea. No. That is not the best idea. I'm not going to deconstruct my cool stuff. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to drop this on my bar. And I've zoomed in on myself. That's why I can't see. So there we go. I am on a hobby horse. But the cool thing is it's the same speed as a regular mount. Yeah. So here, get on a mount too, and let's run over somewhere. We could like run over to the trees or something. And you see, I'm like running along at the same speed, but on a hobby horse. Isn't that fantastic? It's so funny because if you have journeyman riding, you're even faster, like at 78%, right? As opposed to like 68% or whatever the default is. So it's really funny, like on Laurelin when we're role playing, and we'll have like our Green Dragon Friday, and everybody comes out and we're walking because, you know, walking is a little bit more in character than the normal default running. And so we all come walking out of the thing. Oh, we'll do this in a second. Actually, we should do this now real quick. Hang on. I'll tell you in a second. So the snow beast thing, we need to bring special cheer to them. And notice I have a button there to cheer at them. So I have to click on the guy and then cheer at them. I'm going to do it 3 times in a row quickly, and it should count all 3 of my cheers. So, ready to go? Oh, okay, so I'll do mine. So 1, 2, 3. I'll keep doing it just to be sure, because I'm getting a little bit of slowness on my computer. So if you catch him before he goes away, you can do it 3 times, and that way you don't have to get another snow beast, which is really nice because it's sad to. The way it's better for the community if not, if you're not just chasing them all away, because you'll notice that guy walked away, and then you have to wait for him to go and lie down, and or if you find another one. But if there's a bunch of people running around, it can be really frustrating. So it's a nice thing to do if you can just do it multiple times really fast. That way, see, like that one I was able to do twice in a row. Boom, boom, done. The snow beasts appear completely uninterested in your merriment. Hey, while we're out here, we can go pick up mushrooms. Okay, we have been here together for 2 hours. So yes, the intent was, oh, you think it seems like the intent was 1 per snow beast? Yeah, 1 cheer per snow beast, but there's only like 3 or 4 snow beasts anyway, and it's just like, it's better. So anyway, okay, yeah, so when you see a hobbit come out and we're walking, and then we all are like, okay, well, it's time for me to go, and I'm gonna go take a nap, and so we'll walk over to like where one of the buildings is and get on a horse, get on our mount, whatever, get on our pony, and start to wander off. And we do it at a walk, right? So it's really funny when somebody will like get on one of these hobby horse mounts and like just start zooming in and out of all these hobbits that are just walking away. I just love it. It's so great. The only one item you regret forever is the singing bird from the Moria expansion back in the days, because you can't get it any other way if you missed it. Only who has it can slot it in your house. So yeah, another friend of ours had the one of the early expansions as well, and it gives them the mouse. So every character they create, they get the little like a mouse hole, and then a little pack of cheese that sits in your room, and the mouse comes out and eats the cheese and runs back in. It's so cute. And so a friend of ours he got more than he needed, so yeah, he put one in my house, and I'm like, yay, because yeah, you can't get that any other way either. Now the singing bird, I wonder if in the present box that Affodil had earlier, one of the options was a bird house, and it's not the same thing, but.
If it was tied to an expansion, then they might not be able to send that.
Well, no, that's true. That's a good point. Okay, so before saying if it was tied to an expansion, they might not be able to send it out again. And that's true. Like if there is something where it was basically like, this is a once opportunity, they can't send it back out, but they can create other things that like are neat and might be similar but can't be quite the same. So now I haven't seen another mouse with the cheese thing, but I wonder if there's a birdhouse that you can get, and you can put it in your house, and and it's on a big stick and whatnot, and it does have like a songbird, like there's a bird that makes noise in there occasionally. Yeah, it's not a bird in your cage. It's not a bird in a cage. It doesn't sing, but it makes like chirpy noises. So it makes me wonder if maybe that was kind of like a way to have something that people could have, through like a Yule Festival or something that didn't have that, for example. That didn't get that thing like you were saying.
Yeah, I wish it had force quests from Rohan.
Oh my gosh, yes. So like I said, we started playing, so B4 was playing at the very beginning, but it wasn't like a lifetime subscriber or anything. So we started playing again for him, first time for me, 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago. And so there's all those expansions in between, like when the game began 3 years ago, that we didn't have, right? We never got into those. And so there was, I'm pretty sure for Riders of Rohan, there was a, like, how there's the chicken questing that you can do at Sanson's farm? So it was like that, but with horses. I'm pretty sure it was a Rohan, Riders of Rohan. Yeah, that's it. So if you pre-ordered Riders of Rohan expansion, you got a horse session play that you could do. I'm like, oh my gosh, like that would be so cool. I ran across it on the wiki one day and I was like, how do I get in on this? Why can't I figure out how to start this? And it's because you had to have that original thing. It's like, oh, bummer. That would have been so cool. Yeah, it was probably pre-order Moria, the bird. Oh no, the cheese. I think the cheese one, the mouse with the cheese, I think that is pre-order Moria. I think is what that one was. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Oh, sticks, right. I gotta grab some sticks. Grabbing some sticks. Okay, anyway. I think we're actually gonna call it here in just a minute. So let's see, the festival is happening for the next, it goes into the first week of January. So like January 2nd or 3rd. I'll make sure I get the date for you by next week. So you've got, plenty of time to get in here, get started, and get all the goodies. Oh, somebody was asking if there was new stuff. Yes, there is new stuff. We took a quick look at it earlier. Actually, I want to go back up. Can you take me back to the beginning?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the acorn.
Oh, they're back up they're not here. Go back towards the snowmen. They're also sometimes along by the road that comes out this way. But they're not this far down. They're looking for the acorns. Yes, there is new stuff. It has like a red, a deep red kind of look. Hang on, we're grabbing an acorn. Do we need just the one? Okay, neat. I am not mounted up. Hold on. I had to unmount to get that acorn, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't do any of this the instances. That's okay. So just real quick. Okay, we'll do two things. I'll show you the instance information real quick, and then I'll show you the new stuff that I was looking at before. So let's see, instance finder. So even on the legendary server, we don't have skirmishes, but we do still have the instances, and particularly we do have the seasonal instances. So here, let me close this up too. Seasonal and Yule. So we have Boss from the Vaults, Storvagun. You can do that as long as you're level 50 or above, and we're cap is 50 here, so 50 for us. And then there's also the Battle at Frostbluff, and you can do that as early as level 10, it looks like. So these are two instances. You can get festivity tokens for doing the Battle at Frostbluff. And what do you get from Storvagun? I can't remember if you get festivity tokens from him or if you get those other tokens they were talking about. You might be getting the other tokens. So those are special instances where it basically just takes you to the boss. So you don't go through like the whole dungeon, like for that boss from the vaults part is. It just takes you directly to the giant. You just do the giant, done. Battle at Frostbluff is super cute. There's kids. You're helping the kids. They're having like snow forts, and you help them out with stuff, and it's cute, adorable. And the things you can get with festivity tokens are unique to that vendor. It's a Verbena Greenhand, I believe. Up at the top of the slope back there. So you'll want to talk to her. We can go talk to her in a second. But first we'll have a quick look at the new stuff. So it's housing wise, you've got a wreath of Shire holly and a candlelit wreath of Shire holly. There's a Shire holly steed, and then the war mount items for that. There's a tome of the Yule Princess Bunny. I don't know what it looks like yet. We've got a blue and a purple winter celebration banner option. But here we go. So the cloak of Shire holly is this one. Turn you around, lady. There we go. So that is really cute. Here's the hooded cloak version. And then, cute little striping on the sides there. And then we've got, there's a Shire holly crown that you can do. So nice with the holly and the berries. We've got the mantle and then the garments. So that's your like tunic and trousers version. And then there's the gown. So the gown, I was saying earlier, it definitely has that same like silhouette that of the gowns that they did for the Harvest Festival. Not this time, but the time before that. which of course were very popular, and so I think this was a good choice. And then there's a Yule Candle as a carrying item. So isn't that cute? You've got like a little candle in a candlestick that you can carry. I haven't actually looked to see if these dye up. Like, does it dye up? Oh, it might. So what happens if we pick a color? Whoa! Interesting. Wow. How does it go for like unusual colors? Orange? Okay, okay, so the striping, the red striping stays. The green leaves stay. Wow, that can do really cool stuff. That's what it is for white. Oh, that looks nice. Although with the cream, I'm not sure if white and cream go well together. You know, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, you know? Whoa. That sea blue is very intense. What about, you know, one of the ones I really like is that Shire, is it Shire Peach? Shire Peach is nice. It's got just kind of a nice softness to it. Okay, so there you go. Go kill him by candle. Heck yeah, bam, bam, bam. I mean, come on, it was one of the things in Clue. It's got to have something. So, okay, so I'm gonna run over here and we're gonna talk to Verbena Greenhand real quick. So up here by the stable master is where you'll find Verbena Greenhand. She's the one that will take your, wait, I thought she was the one who took my festivity tokens. But these are definitely Yule tokens. Oh no, festivity tokens, because I had saved up from the last festival. Yes, because she has these outfit pieces that I really like having. Somebody was talking earlier about wanting to maybe knit something up that they saw. There you go. This is what you want to knit up right there. So you've got the knitted Frostbluff mitts of comfort, the knitted cozy Frostbluff cap, and the knitted Frostbluff tunic of snowball resistance. So this is one of my favorite outfits. I have characters in this like all the time, it seems like, and it is super cute in lots of different colors. I think rose is one of my favorite colors to put it in, but also the purple looks really good. Let me see if I can find the purple. Where did it go? Oh, it's probably further up, isn't it? Nope, I didn't go far enough. Yeah, the rose is really good. Oh, there's the purple. Actually, it looks really good in green too. Like, okay, let me show the gloves. I'll do the gloves in a green. And like, is it the forest green? Yeah, look at how, I mean, it takes the color so well. You can really still see all of the stitch definition and everything that they worked into it. So yeah, really, really good stuff there. So these items you can only get with festivity tokens, and you get the festivity tokens from the festival instances. So from the seasonal instances. So that you'll want to make sure to take a look. And I want to see the horse. Okay, so what they do is so cool. I love the way they do this. You've got this Yule Festival horse trader guy here, and he'll have the horses that are available for the festival tokens right by him here. So the new one, the Shire Holly steed, is that one right there. And then the Yule Gala steed is the one from last year. Oh my gosh, those cosmetics were so good too. And then if you have other horses that you want to get, they're over here next to him in this other area, but they will cost you mithril coins. But at least you can look at them. Like that steed of Winter's Light, like holy moly, look at that one. So you can talk to this lady and give her mithril, and she'll give you a mount from previous years. So if you see something in there and you're like, okay, I just have to have that, like, yeah, you can totally, oh, like this elk is so good. The winter elk, such a good look. Okay, all right. I think I'm gonna get going here and start running all my characters through here as fast as I can. So, okay, so hopefully we got through a lot of stuff and everybody got to see a lot of things that you wanted to see. You like the Winter's Light one? Which one is that? Oh, the Steed of Winter's Light, that elk with the browns and the golds. That one is, yeah, that is fantastic looking. Like, holy cow. They do some amazing stuff with some of the cosmetics and the mounts and yeah, good stuff. Okay, anyway, all right. I will be back here on next Thursday, as usual. Here, I'll put a little thing in here. Thursday. Or is it Thursdays? Okay, good. So you can click on that, and that shows you all 4 of us, 5 of us, however many of us that are now on Thursdays. French Girl Gaming and Winnie's Musings are on like 12 hours before me. So, and then I'm on now, I'm at 1 o'clock on 1 p.m. Eastern US time, because that's like 7 p.m. my time, because I'm in the Netherlands. And then Eldelaf will be on like 6 hours later than me, and then Epic Uger is on after her. So you've got like all sorts of time slots on Thursday. You can catch somebody coming in and hanging out. And then on Tuesdays, B4 is here doing the plugin along, where he talks about the plugins and does coding with that, but answers questions as well. So if you just want to have something really interesting on in the background and check it out, and I'm usually around, so if you want to talk festival, we can talk festival in the background, you know. All of that. All right, so come back next week. We'll answer more questions. Bring any questions you have. I'm always happy to, you know, talk about anything festival or LOTRO or whatever. You know me. I'm all over it. I enjoy it. I have a good time. So, all right, y'all. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you being here with me. So have a great rest of your day. And remember, wherever you go and whatever you do, stay connected to that Hobbit side of your heart. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Bye, all.